Welcome to SciSage, where everything is simple. Today, we are tackling a goal so many of us have, but man, it feels impossible sometimes. Finally joining that elusive 5 a.m. club. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? The alarm goes off and that burst of motivation you had last night just vanishes. All that's left is this deep, heavy exhaustion. You want to be that person who seizes the day, but your body is just screaming no. It's a classic struggle. But what if the answer isn't about having more willpower? What if it's about understanding more science? Okay, let's just start with a bit of a shocker. This quote from the journal Science isn't just some fancy academic language. It's telling us a fundamental truth. While you're asleep, your brain is literally, and I mean literally, taking out the trash. And when you cut that cleaning process short, well, the consequences are a lot bigger than just feeling a little groggy. And the effects are immediate. You can actually measure them. Research shows that even just a little bit of sleep restriction, we're talking going from 8 hours to 6 for just a few days, kicks off a low-grade inflammatory response throughout your body. So that exhaustion you feel, it's not just in your head. It's a real physical distress signal. So, what is actually going on inside your brain when you're sleep deprived? To really get why forcing yourself to wake up early can feel so awful, we need to meet your brain's very own nightly sanitation crew. The glymphatic system. So, this glymphatic system, just picture a microscopic power washing team that only clocks in when you're in a deep sleep. All day long, your brain cells are firing away, making thoughts happen and creating a ton of metabolic junk. Then at night, the system swoops in and flushes it all away. And listen, we're not talking about just dust bunnies here. This system is clearing out some seriously toxic gunk like amyloid beta and tau proteins. Now, why does that matter so much? Because when these exact proteins build up, they're linked to devastating conditions like Alzheimer's disease. The stakes are incredibly high. This leads to a really critical question, doesn't it? What happens if you keep interrupting this cleaning cycle day after day? Well, the answer involves two key biological systems that, believe it or not, you can actually learn to manage. All right, first up, let's talk about timing. If you want to wake up feeling refreshed, you have to learn how to work with your body's internal clock, not declare war on it. Deep inside your brain, in a part of the hypothalamus called the suprachiasmatic nucleus, you have a master clock. Think of it as the conductor of your body's entire orchestra. It controls almost everything: your hormones, your body temperature, your energy levels, all synced up to a roughly 24-hour cycle. It's the rhythm of your life. Now, here's the thing. Not all of our clocks are set the same. Your genetics play a huge role. You might be a morning lark, someone who naturally gets sleepy early and wakes up super early. Or you could be a night owl who really comes alive late at night and struggles in the morning. The first step is just knowing which one you are. But whether you're an early bird or a night owl, the absolute magic word here is consistency. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every single day, and yes, I'm sorry, that includes weekends, is the most powerful thing you can do to anchor that internal clock. Getting that rhythm down is the foundation for everything else. Okay, so that's the clock. Now let's talk about the chemical that actually makes you feel sleepy. This isn't about your mood or how you're feeling. This is pure brain chemistry. Let me introduce you to a little molecule called adenosine. The easiest way to think about it is as a sleep pressure gauge. The moment you wake up, it starts building up in your brain. The longer you stay awake, the more adenosine you have, and the more, well, sleepy you get. The pressure builds and builds. And the way it works is actually pretty elegant. As adenosine builds up, it plugs into these special receptors in your brain. When that happens, it slows down the parts of your brain that are trying to keep you awake and alert. That rising chemical pressure is precisely what pushes you into that deep, restorative sleep your brain needs to, you guessed it, run that glymphatic cleaning cycle. It all connects. And if you're wondering where your morning coffee fits into all this, well, here you go. Caffeine is a master of disguise. Its chemical structure looks so much like adenosine that it can sneak in and block those receptors. It doesn't actually get rid of your sleepiness, it just puts a mask on it for a little while, tricking your brain into feeling awake. Okay, so we've got the science down, a master clock and a sleep pressure chemical. Now for the fun part. How do we use all this information to actually make 5 a.m. feel good? Let's get into the practical playbook. Believe it or not, a good night's sleep starts the moment you wake up. Get some sunlight first thing in the morning. It's a powerful signal for your master clock. Move your body during the day. It helps you sleep deeper. And be smart about things like caffeine and alcohol. That afternoon coffee or late night drink can seriously mess with your sleep cycles.
All right, now for what might be the most crucial part, your wind down routine. If you want to wake up at 5 a.m., you need a solid, consistent bedtime. So about a half hour to an hour before, start sending signals to your body that it's time to chill out. Dim the lights, put the phone and laptop away. That blue light is a major sleep killer. And do something that actually calms your brain down.
And let's talk about your bedroom. You need to turn it into a sleep sanctuary. Some studies even suggest that calming colors on the walls, like soft blues or greens, can help. Switch your bright lights for dimmer, amber-colored bulbs, which are way less disruptive to your sleep hormones. And this one is key. Your bed is for sleeping and intimacy. That's it. No work, no doom scrolling. You have to train your brain to know that when you get in bed, it's time to power down.
So we've covered a lot of science, and we've laid out a whole action plan. But what this all really boils down to is a fundamental change in how you approach this whole 5 a.m. goal.
See, the secret to the 5 a.m. club isn't about being tough. It's not about gritting your teeth through the misery. It's about being smart. It's about spending your entire day and evening setting up the perfect biological conditions for an amazing night's sleep. You're front-loading the effort, so when that 5 a.m. alarm goes off, waking up isn't a battle. It's just the next logical step. So I want to leave you with this one question to think about. What if you stopped asking, how do I force myself to wake up? And instead you started asking, how do I finally let myself get the deep, restorative sleep my body's begging me for? Master the answer to that question, and 5 a.m. might just become the easiest part of your day.